Wow, your kimono is beautiful, but aren't you hot in that?
As someone who wears kimono as a lifestyle choice, I get this question a lot. Actually, wearing kimono in the hot summer really isn't that bad. Let me tell you the tricks that I use to stay cool. 講談師極度難春と申します。Kimono was once worn as normal everyday wear, but today it has been reduced to only special occasions. Sure, there are rules for wearing a kimono, and I think it's important for me to follow those rules, but at the same time, making it my own style. It's good to note here that kimono used to be daily wear, so I often think if kimono was worn today, like regular clothes, what would a t-shirt and jeans kimono look like? Or what would a summer dress kimono look like? This is how I think about kimono being worn today. These books have been a huge reference for me. These were written by Kikuchi Ima, and she goes into a lot of detail about kimono as a lifestyle. So if you're interested in more about that, read her books. I only have 2 of them. I think she only published 2, but they are chock full of wonderful ideas with pictures and comics. These are in Japanese only, I'm afraid, but they're really good. Do you spend summer days drenched in sweat, or do you find yourself putting on another blanket? So the fabrics that you choose are very key. Traditionally, summer kimonos were made of cotton, linen, or silk gauze. There are polyester summer kimonos today. They are hot, but they do have benefits. But if you're going to be walking in the hot Kyoto sun for several hours, I would not choose silk gauze for that occasion. Any particular day, you need to know what is it that you're going to be doing on that day. Are you going to be out walking around in the sun, or are you going to be inside for most of the day? You need to have a plan. This is why I keep 3 or so outfits hanging out at all times, depending on what I may be doing. No need for fancy underwear. This is much cooler. Wear linen tabi or cool tabi socks. For women, keep your collar off of the nape of your neck. Opening this up is like having a natural air conditioner at your back. This tip is not for the men, so men, you've got to keep your collars up on your neck. How about a folding fan versus an uchiwa? So I prefer using a folding fan over an uchiwa. I like the folding fan better because I can stick it in my obi and it's always with me, whereas the uchiwa is a little cumbersome to carry around. There is a women's way and a men's way to use a folding fan or an uchiwa. Do you know this? For women, it is rude to flap your sleeve or to show your thumb. So men, you don't have to be so dainty unless you are trying to communicate that to other men. Should you have a parasol, a hokamuri, or a kasa? This depends on the occasion entirely. Just for me and my experience, I often use a higasa for formal occasions. For more casual, I use a hokamuri. So this is a tenugui and I wrap it on my head to keep the sun from burning my scalp. And then when I'm doing history research, I will wear this is a kasa. And, I wear this with a hokamuri. So you put a hokamuri on your head and then you put this on top of it. People don't wear this anymore, but I highly recommend it because it is oh so nice in the summertime. Have plenty of tenugui sweat rags when you go out. Here's a trick that I do for the really hot day. In Japan, we have this cooling type of spray. This one's called Shirts Cool, but there are many different types. So what I do is I take a tenugui, then I take the Shirts Cool spray, and I do this in a very ventilated place. Don't do this in a place where you can breathe the fumes in. You don't want to do that. So then you just spray it on the tenugui very liberally. And then fold the spray inside the tenugui. The idea of the tenugui cool spray is that you want to put this at the points of your body that are going to keep you cool. The spine especially, if you put this spray and its cooling effects on your spine in these two places, it will really work to keep you cool for at least 6 hours. You have to put this over your underwear. Another thing I can recommend other than the tenugui cool towel is for you to get some wet powdered sheets. These powder sheets, you can find them in drugstores. What you do is you just, when you're feeling really sticky with sweat and it's getting too much for you to be able to wipe that off with a tenugui, just to refresh yourself, just take out one sheet and dab yourself down with that to refresh yourself, and then you can go. Finally, stores may not have what you want to be wearing during the summertime. I recommend you learn to sew what you need. If I'm hanging out around my neighborhood or taking a quick walk to the onsen or kombini, I wear this jinbei I made with a linen obi. I don't like shorts, so I made pants instead. I wear grass sandals with no tabi. Going out to edit videos at my local cafe, I wear a polyester kimono and a lightweight hanhaba obi with a cotton mompe. I wear tabi socks with zori. Going out to visit friends or maybe to a business meeting, a slightly better quality kimono with an andon bakama. And finally, the more expensive silk gauze kimono for the stage or formal events. After wearing your kimono, immediately hang it up to air out. If you need to, and only if you need to, like your kimono is coming alive kind of need to, only polyester and cotton kimonos can be thrown into the washing machine, pressed, and then hung out to dry. Make sure you roll up the kimono in a special washing net for kimono. Do not put your silk kimono in the washing machine. You have to take that to a place that offers maru arai, which would be dry cleaners or kimono stores. I recommend that you turn in your silk kimonos that need to be washed towards the end of summer because it does take about a month for your kimonos to come back. But once they come back, they are pika pika clean. Just because it's a hot summer doesn't mean that you can't wear kimono, nor is kimono any different from any other type of clothing. You can walk with grace and style all while the mercury is rising off of the charts. So try these tricks and see if they work for you. But that's all I have for today. See you next time. 極度南春でございました。